Guys, I have to confess something. I have been a fan of Crash Bandicoot since the PS1. He was like the Mario of PlayStation. Well, at least in the first years. But we will talk more about that some other time. For now we will skip most of that old annals of video game history.
So, Crash Bandicoot was the boot of history. Well, that explains now why he was calling his prototype the Sonic Ass game. Yeah, Crash was like Gex. I love that crazy gecko. Crash was the king of mascots with attitude, a tubular partitude. Sorry, Blue Blur, get out.
I even played but hated Crash Titans and Mind Over Mutant. That was a dark era of the marsupial with blue jeans.
And don't forget Crash Boom Bang for this. Yeesh. Uy, the memories. That game almost ruined my marriage.
You were married?
Nope, no sir. Why are you trying to change the topic? We're talking about the Crash Bash remake. Are you on drugs? You need help, doggo? Kids, let me tell you something. If someone offered you drugs, he's not your friend, he's not your pal. And if you consume drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
Why does this guy keep coming back? Anyways, sadly this is not the case. Although it should have been a full remake of Crash Bash, however Activision preferred to make a game as a service reusing assets from Crash 4. So now this is technically a new Crash game. I have tried it and here are my first impressions. It is not a full review with spoilers, because it doesn't even have a story mode or single player campaign.
So, no Crash Bash and no Nina Cortex. No Nina, no boy. I love god chicks with bucket a joke.
This is a game as a service and as such it is going to dry out your wallet, which is why I am only testing a trial. Although $40 isn't much, the fact that they charge you for a battle pass every month makes me prefer to avoid it for now. Maybe in the future, but for now I am happy with the trial and having tried it for 5 hours.
Yeah, and after playing for 2 days as a lifeless zombie, I think we can give a verdict. The sound now, maestro. I love bandy boobs. Where are the Croffy girls?
Back to the topic. The verdict, in a short as word, is that the game is very fun. A bit simple for my taste, but there is something addictive about the gameplay. Now comes the long answer.
I better go to the toilet to take a dump.
First, it is a game with very little content currently. It only has about 5 or 6 maps and they are very similar. There are only visual differences, but in terms of mechanics, they are all the same. And you play only as nice heroes, at least in the base game. Characters like Crash and Coco are fast and are used to collect Wumpa fruits and relics. Meanwhile, tank characters that are strong and slow like Dingodile and Nitrous Brew are the goalies. And that's it for the characters.
Yeah, only 9 heroes, and Crash and Coco are almost the same. Well, after all, they are siblings, like Bart and Lisa. But first, a word of our sponsors. You have a problem with internet security, you need NordVPN.
Stop! Sorry Rat, but there is no sponsors. We are a broke channel.
What? Not even Raid Shadow Legends?
Not even Raid Shadow Legends or Crypto.
Oh, schnooks!
And as for the maps, they are all the same. For example, it is not like a Smash Bros map where in a Metroid stage, Kraid attacks you, or in a Star Fox stage, where you are fighting in the Great Fox.
Yeah, Crate is like Godzilla Fatso cousin. Please, Crate, stop gouging yourself with donuts. It's not healthy. You need help. Go to a gym. Eat salad, not space pirates.
The graphics are pretty much the same as Crash 4, so they are colorful and with a nice aesthetic, since it reuses many assets from that game. The problem is that sometimes it looks like a fan-made mod or a simply extra mode for Crash 4.
Yeah, reused assets like a Despicable Me movie. I love the minions. They are so stupid and goofy.
It is also noteworthy that Activision did not give the game much budget since it reused many assets from Crash 4 and even reuses the soundtrack from previous games like the Insane Trilogy. I did not find any new music in the game.
This game needs a new and original soundtrack, like Elvis a new pompadour. Yeah, Activision is a stingy one when it's about money. We need to have the money. They are like Scrooge McDuck, except evil like Flameheart. That's an evil Irish duck.
While games as a service isn't always bad and some of them have a good online community, Crash Team Rumble was ironically beaten at its own game by another Crash Bandicoot title earlier. Yes, I am talking about Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. That game has a great online component and I played it for several hours in the past because it was that good.
Yeah, Crash Team Racing CTR is the king of karting. It made us, Plumber Boy, Story Mode, over 40 characters, Bandy Boobs, Twana, the sexy version, of course, Nina Cortex, obviously, and the chicken announcers.
That remake of Crash Team Racing was much more generous with the pocket of its players, unlike Crash Team Rumble. To start with, the season passes were free, and by doing simple challenges you got several characters from the franchise like the Torpedoes and Ebenezer Von Gluch or Nina Cortex. They even got characters that nobody knows like Jaya Panda from mobile games. Only the Evil Twins were missing, so that the whole gang will be there.
Release the Twin Sanity Cut! Release the Twin Sanity Cut! Like the Snyder Cut! It needs to go viral!
Although they're different genres, I think the Crash Team Racing remake is much more fun than Crash Team Rumble. In the former, each racetrack feels different, like Hoko Park, which is a very simple speedway but fun, or the tiny arena that is more of a motocross stadium. While in Crash Team Rumble the 5 or 6 maps are the same but with different aesthetic. Just get the relics to use the items, capture the gems towers to boost your Wumpa currency, and collect Wumpa fruits to take them to your bank. The first team to drop 2000 Wumpa fruits wins.
It feels more like a glorified minigame than a full game. That's the core problemo. And no bandy boobs, no trophy girls like Isabella and Megumi, my waifu, and no Pasadena or Engine.
Can you stop with the bandy boobs joke? It's not even funny.
No, it's funny. Like, you know, Duke Funny.
Please, this video needs to be short, it is just a first impressions.
Okie dokie, you're right. The Bandy Boobs joke is getting repetitive, just like this game main gameplay.
Whoa, you are really doing constructive criticism. Finally.
Yeah, and there is no real rule.
Ugh, forget what I said. In conclusion, pros. Easy to play and fun. Pick up a play nature. After 4 or 5 matches, you know how to play perfectly fine. They ported the gameplay of Crash Bandicoot to a multiplayer game very well, since in this game you do the same as in a normal Crash platformer. Jump, break boxes, and move fast throughout the level. These spin-off games reminds me of games like Rayman Arena or Sonic R.
Everybody, supersonic racing, trying to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there is no time to look around.
Cons. Very little content. To date there are only 9 playable chapters, and in the case of Crash and Coco, they are practically the same. No playable engine or pinstripe. Only 5 or 6 maps and they all feel very similar.
Cons! No Bandy Boobs, except Twana, but not Pamela Anderson version.
Sadly it's not worth it for $40. And especially if you also have to pay for battle passes. The game should be free to play if you're going to be charged for that kind of stuff, and also reuses a lot of content from previous games.
Yeah, you tell them, Yogi. Chop, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. This game like Ninjala will no last.
Although the gameplay is fun due to the scarcity of content and modes, it soon becomes repetitive, unlike something like Splatoon, which has a lot more content. Although it is not a fair comparison because it is a game that has been out for far longer, so plenty of stuff has been added over the years.
Yeah, and have K-pop idol squids. A cringe fetish, but a kinky one. Oh yeah, oh sir.
Better to play Splatoon 3 or Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Although Crash Team Rumble is a good game, the current price and stinginess of Activision make it a difficult pill to swallow.
Well, at least it's no Overwatch 2. The only redeeming quality of that game is Tracer and Widowmaker S.
That's for sure. That's a horny and toxic fanbase. Anyways, the battle passes killed all my hope for this game, at least for now.
Yeah, battle passes are like a cancer of gaming. I prefer my old N64. That console is like a bowl of Lucky Charms, but with only the marshmallows. Muck! Muck! I love it, I just love it!
Okay, Rat the Radical Frogo, the show is over. Now please get out. You know the rules.
What? But it's so short! There is still Doritos with cheesy, with extra queso, with quesito, con quesito.
Please?
Okay, mister. You really asked for.
We need your help, Star Fox! Andros has declared war! He's invaded the Lilac system and is trying to take over Corneria! Our army alone can do the job! Hurry, Star Fox! Out!
Sorry, but the Sleepy Toad was getting on my nerves. But he's right. You will be better playing the good old Star Fox 64. Or any other retro game like that, for that matter. Please don't forget to share and like if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. See you later, guys!